Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to see how to create the clone record with the help of new ribbon bar control. And also we are going to see how to redirect the newly created record into the new tab. So let's get started. Here I'm already into the login into this model ribbon form, and I'm already into this ribbon control. Now, first of all, I need to create one button. So on this click button, I have created a new command bar button from here. And let me add some meaningful name. So, clone record, I'm giving this name. Okay, and let me pick the icon. What icon I should use? Okay, this sounds good to me. Okay, now here, as you know, we have two options, JavaScript and run formula. So I'll use this PowerApps formula. Okay, now what function I need to write about this? First of all, I use patch function, ch patch. And as you know, this patch function is used to create a new record as well as it used to create a update record. But in this case, we are only creating a new record. I mean to say the clone record. So let me add so this is the first parameter that I provided. It's a data source name accounts, and because I'm working on account entity. The second parameter would be my default. As you know, I am creating a new record, so that's why I need to provide this second parameter default. I need to provide the data source name over here. This is the second parameter. And third parameter, it should be inside the curly braces. Yeah, inside the curly braces, I need to provide the column name. So as you can see, as this is from the account table, so all the account related attributes is going to provide. So this is, let me choose this one, account name. Now, as my use case is like, I need to, create the clone record. So that's why I need to first fetch the current record information and provide this information to the this columns. So how do I do it? So for this, what I'm going to do, I need to use self. Yeah, I need to use self dot selected. Then I need to use items. Yeah, items. Oh, not on all items. See, all items is going to, when you want to retrieve all the records, then you can use all items. But in this case, as we are only working on single record, so I just need item, property. Okay, this item, and then you can see I will get all the required whatever the required column name I will get from here. So what self actually doing, it will picking the current record and provide that record for this column. So this is that is why we are using self dot selected. So this is done. Similarly, you can add multiple columns as per your need, but for this session, I'll only stick it to the only one column. So let's say this is how uh, we have done the patch. What is missing? Where it is? Oh yes. Okay, now it's looks good. And let me add one more, segment. Confirm. And what record will go into? Are you sure you want loan record? And okay, and what record? I'll just simply pick this name and provide it over here. So the user will understand. Okay, this is the record they wanted to clone. This is what I want to do. Okay, that's a simple thing. Now let me click on save, and then I will play this one to see the results. Oh, yes, I can see the spelling mistake, but we'll clean it. Now let me play. Okay, so this is it's redirecting me to the account the records. Yeah, you can see this is the view where we see the account records, and let me open this record. Come on, yeah. And from here, you can see this record is created, and the ribbon bar is also successfully loaded. This button is not showing. Now let me click on this button. All right. So are you sure you want to clone the record? Just forget about this spelling mistake here. which is AdventureWorks. When I click on the OK, so it will just simply clone the record. But we don't see any result over here. Why? Because we only perform the patch operation, which is simply clone the record. So let's see the action first. When I moved out, to back, so you can see this, we earlier it was only one record, but now it's showing the two record. Okay, so this is how, when that means our function is properly working, but we need to make some changes. What I'll do, I simply add one more sub as a suffix, to understand the users better. Okay, yeah, let me, to understand user better. This is the clone record. So yeah, okay, clone. Okay, so in that sense, user will understand, okay, this is a clone record that we have just simply created. Let me, and then what I will do after creating this record, it is not a good practice, the user again wanted to go back and then pick their correct record and then open it. Instead of that, what I'm trying to do, whenever, if I am in this page, when a user click on the button, it will simply redirect to the after cloning the record, it simply redirect the newly created record. So how we can do it? Let's see that now. For redirecting these URL, we need to use a launch function. Okay, in the launch function, we have several parameters has to be provided. The first parameter is the record URL. So now how to get the record URL? So here I see this is the current record. Inside the current record, if you look carefully, the URL parameter. So this is the app ID. This is the this is the Power Apps model driven app ID is the mention is there. Then we have several important parameters like, this is entity record, which is, this is the account entity record. And besides that, we have one more parameter called ID, and this is the GUID of current record. So this is what we need, this GUID. So what I'll do, I'll simply copy this entire URL, then including the ID, and simply I will go into provide this URL here. Quickly copy it again. Yeah, copy, go to here, and provide the URL. Yeah, this is my URL. Now the second part is like I need to get the current clone record GUID. So how do I get it? So we have a several the useful functions are there. So I'll pick the lookup function. Yeah, lookup function. And now I need to provide a data source name. This is my account because I need to fetch the record from account. And then I need to provide the filter. So what filter I'm going to use? I'm going to use the account number filter and account number. And what would be my thing I need to provide? So because this is the new record that I've created, and simply provide the same uh, here, and then I will close this function. And what I'm trying to get, I wanted to get the current record GUID. So this is all the list of column name that that it's showing me. But out of this, I only need the GUID. So that's why I use only count. So what it does, it simply return the current record GUID. Right? You can see this record has been done. And then let me click on save. And then once it got saved and published, then we'll see our results. Okay, so now I move down here, refresh my page again. And yeah, remember one thing, like, whenever you make changes on ribbon bar control, I mean to command bar control, sometime it will take to reflect your changes on the ribbon control. So that's why you need to, sometimes you have to click hard refresh your page, like using control F5. Yeah, so that is what it's needed in command bar control. Okay, still my control is loading. Okay, now it's successfully load. Now let's see our results. I click on the record. It's adventure work. Now it's showing the correct pop-up. When I click on OK, yeah, now it is redirecting to the new page. And the record that I have just cloned, it is now redirecting me to that particular record. Yeah, this is my record, and this is my, the suffix that we have added, clone. So, this is how, with the help of patch function and with the help of clone function, we can simply clone the record in PowerApps formula, as well as we can also, with the help of launch function, we can simply redirect our record to there.